All right, everyone, welcome back. Today is just I'm going to give an update on the challenge that I've been doing on the two accounts. One is the live and one is the demo account to see how we have fared out for the first trade in the month. So before we begin, let's just pray. God, thank you again for your blessings and your goodness. Thank you for an opportunity for us to trade. Pray that you'll beat me as I do this challenge. Pray that everything will go well and may somebody learn something from what it is that I'm showing. We pray. Amen. All right, guys. So let me give you a brief update. This is the live account, which I'll show. This here is the two positions that I actually took yesterday. And these were closed out in profit this morning. We made a 70% gain on the account, bringing the balance to it was 336 thereabout, 336. Okay. Entered another trade. Of course, it's in the swap, hence why the balance actually has gone down. But I'll get to that in a little bit. On the live account, same scenario. I took 5 trades. All of them played out. We made 100 and I believe it was 106% on the account. We're in a trade right now. So of course the swap fees actually brought that down. Okay, that's what happens when you hold the trades overnight. Now, let's look at the trades that we took. The first 2 trades. So 2 entries here. This was the first, this was the second. We took profits somewhere in this region. I think it was right here this morning for those 2 trades. Okay. So let's look at our entries again. The closed positions, these were the 2 positions. These were the swap fees. This is the net P&L after the swap fees have come out. So the account right now is 331.68 because of today's swap fee. Okay. Now let's look at today's trade. So today's entry, I was waiting this morning. Those of you who had a chance to catch me on the live. It was just a whole day of pretty much waiting until the afternoon, where I was able to take an entry right here at this blue line. The entry was 46682.7. Let's go back and let's look here. 46682.7. This was the entry that I took today. The lot size we're able to scale up, so I used a 0.1 lot size. Which means I'm risking 116 out of my 331, which is just about 30, I think about 32 or 33% of the account was what I risked on this trade. You'll notice I'm in drawdown, $52.45. I have a swap fee, which is $5.25, which came from the original balance. And I'll show that to you on the journal, which is the next step as to what I do. On the demo account, I don't journal that account since it's just a demo account. I'm just tracking it based on how everything goes. But I'll show it to you. So here we are. The 2 trades that I took, well, 5 trades, sorry, I took yesterday. Largest one was lot size of 30, then it had 10, and then I had 1, 1, and 1. These were the profits. These were the net income based on the swap fees that were charged. My broker doesn't charge a fee, so it's just the swap fees that I'll get hit with when I hold the trade overnight or over the weekend. So the new position that I took today, just entered 1 position, scaled up. So my lot size is now 50. Entry price was 46,688.70, which you see here. Swap fees are now 2,625. I'm in the negative by 27,725. I risked on this one, I think I risked maybe about 31% of the account, lot size of 50. All right. So I'm holding this. I'm expecting the market to actually continue going up based on the signs that I saw. So I'm expecting to hold this into tomorrow. Okay. Going back to the live account, which is where I have what I have here. So here's the entry for today. This is today's entry. Let me just put a label here. And this entry here is entry for 4/1/2026. Okay, that's the entry for that there. All right, I'm gonna just put this over so it doesn't interfere when the market opens. All right, so that's the entry for it. Now, you'll notice that I have some alerts marked. Okay. Remember, I mentioned to you that my daily target when trading my live account is going to be 32%. Okay. Now, if I entered here, my 32% mark is going to be just about here. It's actually this yellow line. Don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom up. It's actually this yellow line, but I'm thinking that the price will be here. So I have a yellow mark here as my 32% marker. Okay. The next marker that I have is the 100% mark. So should in case anything happens, and the market shoots up and, hits here, my alert will go off and I'll go in and I'll realize that I've made 100% on the day, which is way more, 68% more than what I bargained for. I will close my trade and then I'll be done for that particular session. All right. So I have these two alerts right here. My ultimate TP, which I'll show you, my ultimate TP is 51,109.90. I forgot to put in that line. So let's go yellow. Let's change this to a 2. So it's 51,109.9. All right. This is where I'm expecting the price to actually go once the all-time high is broken. Not expecting it to happen today. I'd love if it does, but eventually that's where I'm expecting the price to go. So I'm putting in that alert, and I go here to my alerts, and then I go to value, put in the value, and I'm going to call this, I'm going to call this ultimate TP. Okay. Apply, that level is there. So any one of those 3 levels gets hit, I'll be alerted and I will look at my charts and then make the decision as to whether or not I'm holding or taking my profits right there. All right. So that's that for the entry for today. Now, this is where the market closed today. This is where the price ended. Now, as you can see, it's still at a higher low on my 15-minute. I'm expecting it to go up and break the higher high, break the high of today, because the market is currently making higher lows, higher highs on the smaller time frames. We already see here that the 2-hour has broken for a high since Tuesday, actually, and it has continued since. So it's showing that the trend is, in fact, moving in the bullish direction. Same scenario on your 1 hour. There we go. So I expect to see higher lows, higher highs on the smaller time frame as the market starts to take shape. We already saw a break here on the 50-minute time frame where it broke from this higher low and it broke a higher high to form this new high. So that tells you that the market is in fact going up. The other thing that I want to mention, and I would just add, is I just add this indicator just to, show me what the trend is doing. And it's the Williams alligator. This model here shows you that the price actually crossed for bullish right when this higher low was made on Monday evening into Tuesday. Same scenario on the 1 hour, same scenario on the 2 hour. So it starts to show you that the market is in fact interested in going up and is interested in maintaining the trend. Whether or not that holds remains to be seen, but we still have time frames all the way up until the daily that needs to actually make a new high because it's coming from a low. So we can actually see price going very violently and breaking this previous all-time high and shooting up, as well as we could see continued consolidation. So that remains to be seen. I'll continue to monitor that. All right. So real quick, I want to show you in terms of the journaling that I'm doing for the small live account that I started. So I'm going to stop the sharing right here, and then I'll share my spreadsheet with you. So let's go to my spreadsheet, which is here. Okay. So these are the two trades from, it's not sharing. 1 second. Share. It's coming up, it's loading. Okay, here we go. All right, so these two trades were the trades that I took yesterday. As you'll notice, entered March 31st. We closed today, US30. One was a 0.05, one was a 0.01. Both of them were long. These were the entry price. This was the ultimate take profit that we ended up exiting the trade on. Right here, which is 466 13.70, 466 12.70 for the second one. This was the total profit amount. The profit that was made was actually 70.08% or something like that. So we did break the 70% mark. That was way ahead of my projection. I wanted 35%. Remember, that's the rule. I want 35% on a daily basis in order to hit my target that I set for myself. All right. As you can see, the condition that I took the trade on was based on the higher low H1, H2, M30, the buy side signal. All right. Now, this one here, the trade that I took today, I'm going to fill in these details because I haven't filled it in yet. But it's the US30. We entered the trade as a 0.1. It's long. We entered at 46,682.70. The take profit, I'm just going to put the ultimate take profit in it, which is 51 109.90. All right, that's the take profit that I'm choosing to use. And again, it's the signal is the buy side signal. And then we took this, this was the M15 higher low after 2 p.m. That's sorry, it's 1:45 candle. And then I like to write some notes to myself here, what I could have done better. I already saw that. So I should have waited for the close below the trade locker line. All right, and I know what that means. That's just a code that I use so I can remember what I could have done. They're all color coded based on the day. So this trade was taken on Wednesday. So Wednesday is always a green day. So I'll fill that in right there. And that's it. So the trade is in. It's running. It's just now for me. I'll hit save right here. And yep, we'll stop sharing that. So right now, if it hits 100% mark, we take the balance to 673.86 thereabout. I mean, minus the swaps, which I think is the swap is actually 525. So, you know, give or take $5.25. But this is where I'm expecting it to go if we get excuse me, 100%. If we only make our target, which is the 32%, so that would be 336.93 times 32%. So we really only need $108 just to make our daily target. All right. So that should be doable. We already saw that the last two trades yesterday, we did 100 and total of 139.85 for those two trades. So I'm expecting that this trade will actually supersede this, make our target, not a problem. Also, I'm using a much larger lot size based on the balance. So let me stop and share the screen here, and let me go back to the original so I can finish talking about what I'm expecting. So let's see, here we are. Share that screen. Here we are. So when this market opens, again, I'm expecting the price to continue in the bullish trend. I'm expecting movement during Asia session towards tomorrow morning's London session. We'll see how far up we go. Bear in mind that I think President Trump is supposed to speak tonight. You know, that kind of explains why the market was a bit lethargic today, but he's supposed to speak tonight. I mentioned to you, for me, doesn't affect me because I'm trading the market structure. So whatever it is that he does will occur during market structure. I just want to point something out to you here before I close. Today, we saw a lot of data that was released from heavy data that was released from 8:30 until 10 a.m. Okay. You know, that's data that, you know, will jerk the market. Okay. But one of the things that you will notice is that if you go on your half-hour time frame and you look at 8:30, okay, here's your 8:30 move. Price shot up, then it shot right down. This is 8:30, okay? And then all the way over until 10 o'clock, this is where the price was. So if you notice, the price here actually just moved and consolidated within the daily range. Because remember, this is where this was the lowest point of today, because we're still in today, actually. This was the lowest point of today. This was the highest point that was created at 8:30. Everything else happened in between this range right here. So the market is still consolidating on the upper side. There's no signs that it's making lower highs to lower lows. It's still making higher lows to higher highs. So that is one of the reasons why I took that decision to actually continue the trade into tomorrow with a new entry. All right. So again, two accounts being traded. I've never done this before publicly, but I am actually, you know, just trying it out just to see where it goes. We started off with 100 and I think it was like $190 or $180. The 70%, we know, at over $330. One new entry, we're in the red, but I'm expecting the price to gradually increase. demo account, we started off with 100,000. So far, all 5 entries based on that one trade that we took gave us over 100% profit. We have one trade that's in. We're down $27,000 on it. We still expect the trade to go up. So I'm trading both the demo and the live account with the same trades. We'll just get multiple entries if the equity allows us to actually take those entries when we get our higher lows. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And let's do this. I don't know where the balance is going to end up. Don't know what is going to happen, but yeah, I'm just trading my strategy. I hope that this actually helps you to relax, to see the moves better. If you have an opportunity, subscribe so you can see whenever I go live on my YouTube channel. Remember, I'm not giving signals. What I'm doing is I'm sharing what I'm doing in the hope that it also helps you to become as patient as I am becoming. All right, so take care, guys. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.